If a company looking to get rid of extra expenses, if they see that more people are buying their games off of their digital storefront or whatever, if they see that, why are they going to continue to push physical games? Why? There is no logical, there's no business, there is no reason for that. Everybody that puts out a physical product, that is not free, people. That's not free. Like, again, I feel like a lot of gamers, they don't understand business. They think, like I said, they hear the term video game and they default like it's a toy. This is a business. Shit costs money. In order for Sony to get their games all the way over to the thousands of Walmarts, thousands of Targets, and everywhere in between, that costs money. That is not free. This is not done for them out of the kindness of another company's heart. That is a business. So if Sony is seeing that 87 or 83% of people are buying shit digitally, why are they going to continue to put out money to distribute games across the United States, across the world, when over 80% are not buying them? When I listen to so many of these people make their little YouTube videos and go on their TikToks and pump their fists in the air like, oh, we want our games. And yeah, you know, the funny thing about that is that virtually every single data analytics has proven over the last damn near 12 years that physical games are getting destroyed across planet Earth. So while you may be one of the very few people out there that you want your physical games, you want to buy your disc, that's fine. Again, the harsh reality, sir, ma'am, is that there's just not enough of you. Here's something else that's very interesting while I'm giving the realest talk that you're probably going to ever hear on the internet right now. When I'm cruising through Reddit 2.0, or what I call, well, that's what I call Twitter, when I see these people with these massive channels, these massive audiences, and I'm like, wait a second. It's either one of two things. Either they are farming for engagement, or they truly don't know what the hell is going on. I'm kind of split between the two. Because a lot of times when I hear people say they don't like a particular something, they don't like the direction of something, I don't really hear many of those same people give a solution. You always hear them talk about the problem. They'll bring up the outrage. They're whipping people up, getting people into like this mode. And that translates well for them in terms of clicks, views, comments, all that shit. Same fucking blueprint. But I rarely hear people address the source of the issue, and I even rare beyond that, they actually give a solution or solutions. I rarely hear that. The solution is cease purchasing all Sony digital games across the board. That's number one. Take to your social media and give a general statement stating that you want physical games to remain, and from this point on until things are changed, that you, whatever your name is, that you will no longer buy anything digital off of Sony platforms. What you will also do is you will cancel your PlayStation Plus membership. So if you do those three things, and enough of you do it, that is the only way this is going to change. Well, actually, no, I'll give a fourth. We'll give a bonus. The fourth thing you do is every single game that comes out that you want, you buy it physically. Those are the four things that you have to do. That is the only way Sony is going to listen to you. That's it. Those four things. If every single person were to follow exactly what I just said, I can guarantee you within 6 months, probably even sooner than that, Sony will issue a statement stating that we will be reversing course on our position regarding digital software, and the PlayStation 6 will now feature a disc drive and will fully support physical games. I can guarantee you that. But you know what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The very few of you that's in this stream right now, and the few that will catch this after the live, you guys are going to hear what I say. Some of you may even criticize what I'm saying, which is going to completely blow my mind, because I'm like, I don't know how you're going to criticize this. Then it's going to go in one ear, out the other. Everything I'm saying, and I want people to understand this, these big companies, they are well aware that the vast majority of any group of people are not going to make the necessary sacrifices to bring about the change that they want to see happen. They know people that are pumping their fist wanting physical games, but yet and still these are the same people, if you were to gain access to their purchases or recent purchases, you will see that these same people have digital games. I willingly admit that I'm a contributor to digital sales. I am. Now, the only difference is to what degree. To what degree are you buying your physical games versus digital? For me, it's very low on the digital end. Very low. Most of the time I'm on Game Pass. But that's a whole other topic. But again, if you really want change to happen in anything that you do, you're going to have to make the sacrifices. It's no different than if you want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, you're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to sacrifice the shit that you like to eat and drink. You're going to have to sacrifice your lazy time. You're going to have to sacrifice a lot of shit. You're going to have to do things that you're not willing to or wanting to do to bring about that change. And quite frankly, again, and I'm going to repeat this several times, at the end of the day, companies are going to do what they feel they need to achieve whatever bottom line that they have put in place. The only way that you can stave off this inevitable destruction of physical media is you. Sony is counting on all of you not to do this. This is why they are able to do what they do, and only a handful of you are going to bitch, piss, moan, whine, complain, raise hell. There are so few of you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. See, I think what ends up happening is this, and I've alluded to this before. We, again, are taught from very young to think as individuals. We are essentially an island unto ourselves, whereas all of the politicians, all of the financial people, all of the big time corporations, Amazon, PlayStation, Microsoft, Google, they are all on the same page. So they are doing and making decisions that affect all of us, but we cannot effectively fight back because we remain onto ourselves. This is why when I see this all over the internet, I'm now believing that your favorite content creators are only talking about this because you people are giving them clicks and views and super chats and all kinds of other shit. That's it. The future of your gaming industry is AI, digital games, subscription services, and cloud. Those are the four pillars of your future, of the future of gaming, whether you like it or not. This is the facts. I'm here to share what is. And that is something I don't see many other people do. They whip people up in a frenzy, like stirring up a hornet's nest, because they know it's going to benefit them. They're not telling you that 80 something in the high percentile, that over the last 10 years, that the vast majority of gamers around planet Earth have gone away from physical games and bought their shit digitally. They're not telling you that. They're not telling you this shit. They're not pointing to the articles. They're not saying, hey, you know, if you want to know more, go check this out. They're not doing any of this shit. But these are the same people many of you support. The facts are, and it's very simple, is that in the last 10 years, gamers across planet Earth have abandoned physical discs for the ease and convenience, and in some cases, the lower price of digital media. That's it. That is the reality. Customers, gamers specifically, they have made their choice. They have made the decision of lower prices in some cases, convenience, and faster installed and download speeds, and sacrificing ownership. So if anybody is to blame your fellow gamer that basically buys all this shit on Amazon, which is another argument, which is why fucking brick and mortar stores are going out of business. So you can blame them on that too. And also blame them for buying everything that they have from the PlayStation Store, or if you want to add in a Microsoft as well, but we're kind of focusing on Sony. Blame them. Don't blame Sony, because I can tell you this much. If the data was flipped upside down and the vast majority of people, 87%, were still buying their games in the year of our Lord 2026, physically going to the Best Buys, going to the Walmarts, going to the Targets, wherever, this digital market would be either dead or on life support. That's the facts. Digital sales is destroying physical media, and it has been doing so for the better part of 10 years.